Imagine a weapon so powerful, it could unleash a storm of destruction over an entire enemy base in a matter of seconds. A weapon that, despite being decades old, still strikes fear into the hearts of soldiers today. This is the BM-21 Grad, one of the most iconic rocket launchers ever built. In this video, we will dive deep into the history, design, and firepower of this legendary weapon, showing you why it's still feared across battlefields. Stick with us to uncover the secrets behind the BM-21 and how it changed the course of modern warfare. You won't want to miss this. The BM-21 Grad is not just another weapon. It's a symbol of overwhelming force, a storm of rockets launched in a single breath. The story of this mighty machine begins in the early 1960s, during the height of the Cold War, a time when the Soviet Union was focused on creating advanced systems to defend its borders and intimidate its enemies. The BM-21 was born out of this need, a powerful, yet relatively inexpensive, system designed to deliver a devastating volume of fire in a short amount of time. To understand why the BM-21 is so special, we must first look back at the history that led to its creation. The Soviets had already made a name for themselves with the famous Katyusha rocket launchers during World War II. These rockets were not precise, but they made up for their lack of accuracy with sheer volume. Imagine a storm of rockets, each one raining down on a cluster of enemy soldiers or vehicles, creating chaos and terror. This concept of overwhelming firepower became a cornerstone of Soviet artillery tactics. The BM-21 was an evolution of this idea, taking the lessons learned from the Katyushas and refining them into a more sophisticated and deadly weapon. By 1964, the BM-21 was officially in service with the Soviet Army. Unlike the older Katyushas, which were often mounted on trucks that could be easily adapted, the BM-21 was designed with a purpose-built chassis, the Ural 375D, a 6x6 truck that provided the necessary mobility, ground clearance, and stability for the rocket launcher. But it wasn't just the vehicle that made the BM-21 stand out. The true power of the system lies in its rocket launcher. The BM-21 is equipped with 40 rocket tubes, arranged in a horizontal row on a pivoting platform at the rear of the truck. Each rocket is 122 millimeters in diameter and about 9 feet long. When the crew fires the system, all 40 rockets can be launched in just 20 seconds, covering an area with a devastating rain of explosive power. Let's take a closer look at how the BM-21 actually works. Imagine you're in the middle of a battlefield. The air is tense, and the enemy is moving closer. The BM-21's crew, typically consisting of 4 soldiers, is ready for action. With a simple command, the crew begins the launch sequence. The rockets, which have been loaded onto the truck's platform, are ready to fly. The launch tubes are arranged in 4 rows of 10, each tube connected to the others. The system is designed to pivot on its platform, so the entire launcher can adjust its aim without having to move the truck. This allows the crew to fire at multiple targets in different directions quickly. Once the rockets are fired, the blast is thunderous. It's not just about the number of rockets, it's the sheer speed and force of the barrage that makes it so terrifying. While the BM-21's rockets are not designed for pinpoint accuracy, they are incredibly effective at hitting a large area. The rockets can be fitted with different types of warheads, depending on the mission. Some are high-explosive He, designed to cause massive damage to enemy troops or vehicles. Others are fragmentation warheads, which scatter deadly shrapnel over a wide area. There are also specialized warheads, such as incendiary rockets that set fires or chemical rockets that can deliver toxic agents. The versatility of the BM-21's rockets allows it to adapt to many different situations, making it a truly formidable weapon on the battlefield. The BM-21's rockets can travel up to 20 miles, depending on the warhead and conditions. This extended range gives the system an edge in reaching distant targets, even behind enemy lines. But even though the BM-21 can launch its rockets at impressive distances, it's the volume of fire that truly defines its impact. A single salvo can saturate an area with such ferocity that enemy forces are overwhelmed and disoriented. As effective as the BM-21 is, it's not without its drawbacks. The crew operates the launcher in the open, with no armor to protect them from incoming fire. This makes the BM-21 vulnerable, especially when operating in enemy territory. But the sheer power and speed of the rocket fire often make up for this vulnerability. By the time the enemy realizes what's happening, the rockets have already rained down, causing destruction before they can even react. The BM-21's legacy is a testament to the power of volume over precision. Even in an era of modern precision-guided munitions, the BM-21 remains an important tool for artillery forces around the world. It has been used by over 65 countries, with variants adapted for different vehicles and combat environments. Countries like India, Ukraine, Syria, and Vietnam have all used the BM-21 in their arsenals, and some have even created their own versions, like China's Type 81 SBRL, based on the original Soviet design. The BM-21's design has been replicated and upgraded in many nations, with countries adapting it to their own needs and vehicles. For example, some countries have mounted the launcher on different chassis, such as 8x8 wheeled trucks, to improve mobility and carrying capacity. These upgrades have ensured that the BM-21 remains relevant, even as new, more advanced systems are developed. Russia still operates thousands of BM-21 systems, a clear indication of how enduring and effective the weapon is. It's been involved in many conflicts, from the Cold War to modern-day regional battles. The BM-21's ability to deliver a large number of rockets in a short amount of time makes it an indispensable tool in the arsenal of any military looking to exert overwhelming force in a conflict. But despite its long history, the BM-21 is still evolving. New variants and modernized versions are being developed to ensure that the weapon can keep up with changing battlefield conditions. Whether used in traditional combat or in new forms of warfare, the BM-21 remains a symbol of power, adaptability, and fearsome firepower. So, what can we learn from the BM-21? It's a clear example of how technology can be adapted and refined over time to meet the needs of modern warfare. The BM-21's combination of firepower, versatility, and affordability has ensured that it remains a vital tool for artillery forces around the world. Even as new technologies emerge, the BM-21's ability to deliver a massive amount of destruction quickly and efficiently makes it a weapon that will continue to be feared for years to come. As we've seen, the BM-21 Grad is much more than just a simple rocket launcher. It's a weapon with a rich history, a terrifying capability, and a legacy that stretches across decades. Whether used in conflict zones around the world or in the hands of a modern army, the BM-21 remains a testament to the power of massed firepower.